see the work they're doing with scientific crossbreeding. It's fantastic. They've got a couple of Brahma bulls.
Easy, boy. You're on vacation from college. You haven't stopped yammering ever since you got on that train.
Sorry.
Now, don't pay any attention to him. He's just jealous because he knows absolutely nothing about scientific animal husbandry.
Poor old Nick. Just a poor old cowpoke.
¡Esto es el logrado, muchachos! Tengo una sed. Oye, vamos a beber aquí algo. Que no se te caiga. No, ¿cómo se va a caer? A ver. Que no se te caiga, José. Ah, cuidado, Mariano. Que no se te escape. Mariano Montoya, right?
Barkley, 4 years ago you gave me a calf. This is not the same calf, but neither am I the same man. I now repay you with deep thanks. Muchas gracias!
All right, college boy. Take him outside and tie him up. Scientifically. Come on, get. Cuidado. Mariano, you little bender. Oh, almost forgot. You know my brother Jared?
Senor.
Mariano, good to see you.
Brother Heath.
Senor.
Oh, how are you?
Where have you been? What are you doing in Stockton?
I'm an owner now. I have a herd. I drove them all the way from Mexico.
A herd?
See, that calf you gave me was a beginning. Now I have 93 head.
Well, then, 92 must be stolen. You were no good when you left Amigo. No reason to believe you've changed.
Oh, now, come on. That was pretty unfair, Sheriff.
Well, maybe, Nick. Maybe it was. We'll see.
Hey, Mariano. Yeah. Let's ride out and take a look at that herd, huh? Hey, I want to see the herd. Come on.
Okay.
Come on, Jared. All right, college boy. Let's go take a look.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir, cowpoke. Well, I might have done something very bad to that sheriff if your brother Nick hadn't stopped me. He's a good man, your brother Nick.
Well, that sheriff called you a thief. That's a pretty hard word.
Yeah, he called me a thief once before, a long time ago. He caught me with a Barkley calf, that sheriff, and he brought me to your brother Nick and asked him to press charges against me. Well, Nick, you know what he did? He looked at me a long time. And then he said, "Did you steal it?" And I said, "No, I found it in some wire. I was bringing it back." And he says, "I believe you." Then he bends down and picks up the calf and hands it to me and says, "Here, now you have one calf. Go and build it up into a herd." And then he turns around and walks away. Did he ever tell you about it?
No. No, he never mentioned it.
Well?
Fine, but you're gonna have to fatten them up.
Oh, yes, I drove them pretty hard, 15 miles a day.
15? That's moving. No complaints from your men?
Oh, my vaqueros and I, we are all partners. I couldn't afford to pay them wages. Besides, I hear the cattle ranches are overstocked this year. We wanted to be the first ones to market to get a good price.
Well, you got here with time to spare. The market doesn't open until next week. Give you a little time to fatten up your herd. All he needs is a good pasture.
You can have our north pasture. We're not using it.
Oh, I thank you, but I've already accepted too many gifts from the Barkleys. But would you consider renting the North Pasture to me for a week?
Oh. What should we charge? You know, we really could hold them up. What would you say to, penny an acre?
What?
Penny an acre. Well, that sounds reasonable. You draw up an agreement, I will sign it tonight.
Jared, you're the lawyer.
Bueno. And now on behalf of my vaqueros, I would like to invite all of you and the rest of you members of your family to a fiesta this evening to celebrate the end of our drive. We will roast a steer, provide singing and music.
One condition. We furnish the steer.
That is acceptable.
Well, you want to try it, big brother?
Now that you ask, no, little sister.
Ladies and gentlemen, senores y senores, we are celebrating tonight an end and a beginning. The end of a long cattle drive and the beginning of a new life for the men who made that drive. My men and I, we are, by profession, well, to be honest, we are just ordinary laborers, vaqueros. But we have earned by that long drive a chance, a real chance to be true rancheros. Those of you who have wives and children know what this means to our families who are waiting for us in Mexico. When we return, God be willing. A few of you recognize me from 4 years ago when I left this beautiful California valley where I grew up. And in those days you said to yourself, Mariano Montoya, he will come to no good end. He is a bad one.
No es cierto.
Oh, see, it's true, I was. Well, if not a bad one, and not such a good one. Maybe a halfway between one, eh?
Like the rest of us, Mariano.
No matter. You are looking at a very lucky man. I will be in prison tonight, but I am not in prison. I was given my chance. And tonight, I would like to express my deep gratitude to one man and to the lady who raised him to be such a man. Senora?
Oh.
Ole, senora.
Amigo.
Oh, Mariano. Gracias.
Hable.
No speeches. Mother, if you will, huh?
Friends, amigos, relatives. First, let me thank Senor Montoya for a truly exquisite gift. It will always remind me of the day he came back to his hometown and made good.
Huh?
And now, since I feel it's a sin to make speeches when we could be listening to music and dancing, unless Nick would...
Now, the only time he makes speeches is when he's mad.
Well then, musica, danza.
Senora, will you honor me with this dance?
You call that dancing? It's more like a steeplechase. Why don't I show you around?
Your cattle are magnificent, Senora. Maybe someday.
Why not? You've made a wonderful beginning.
Gracias, but... Oh, Fastoso.
Senor Montoya, I would like you to meet Prince Oxford, the sire of the Barkley herd.
Senora, tell me, this would be an improper question, but one day it might not be an impossible dream. Maybe I could own such an animal. Tell me, how much would...
Oh, we've been offered $10,000 for him, but we turned it down.
And I dare dream of such an animal.
My husband had no more than you when he started.
Si, senora. But your husband was not a thief.
Neither are you.
But I was. You knew I was stealing that calf.
Mariano.
No. Perhaps Nick believed me, but you always knew.
Now, you listen to me. Do you know why I kept quiet? Because it was plain you wanted to be a man more than you wanted to be a thief. All you needed was a chance to prove it.
So you gave me that chance.
And you proved it.
Caporal. Senora, can you come to the cattle?
Why?
You are needed.
Will you excuse me, senora? Thank you. Thank you for your trust.
Ah, there you are. May I have the honor, lovely lady?
Of course.
Anthrax.
It is not anthrax. It is trail fever. Bury the animal and say nothing to nobody.